Hey everyone, it's Mohammad Heidarikhah. As an HR director and business developer, I see the tension around AI every day. That's why on this Talent Talks, I'm thrilled to chat with the brilliant Sheza Yazdani. Here is what's on the table. We all feel it. That nagging worry that AI is coming for our jobs. The natural reaction? Dig in our heels or try to outcode it. But what if that's the wrong fight? In this episode, we are shifting the mindset. Let's talk about partnering with AI instead of fearing it. How do we build careers and teams where human intuition and machine intelligence create something greater than the sum of their parts? Get ready for a conversation that turns anxiety into advantage. Hello, dear Sheza Yazdani. Welcome to Talent Talks, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, for having me today. And I'm really excited for having a conversation with you because now we are living in a world which is a turning point because people are considering AI as a threat. But the real story is how we redefine us as humans because we are working with founders, coaches, consultants, and the pattern is so clear. The people who win in this world and in this new world is not about having tools, having degrees. It's about learning and to position how to position yourself as a human. It's more important because it's not about it's not about learning how to use this AI tool has evolved, this new thing has evolved, but it's about learning yourself skills that makes you more human, and how you position yourself is the most important thing these days.
Wow, nice ideas. Thank you so much. Would you please tell the audience about yourself and introduce yourself much better?
Mohammed, started my journey 3 years ago from the LinkedIn because before that, I was a housewife and more likely I was doing the job. But I think that's the turning point in my life that when my little one was born, I decided to, it's a more like a mother feeling that I need to consider more and I need to put more mm, attention towards my kids. So I started searching something online to do something. And I think my feelings and emotions at that time, maybe more women can relate with it because that's how you feel when you have little ones at home and you need to go out. So that's a turning point. So when I was searching online, I searched about LinkedIn. That LinkedIn is okay. We have that LinkedIn whenever we are searching jobs, but it's just for the title that we put on the LinkedIn that this is our title, this is our. But I didn't think of using it in my favor. So that's how I'm sitting in front of her, and you invited me in the post. So now my work focuses on helping expert build authority systems that attract opportunities. We have system in place that places us through clarity, narrative, and human positioning. Because whether someone is a founder, a coach, or a consultant, or a leader, the truth is same for everyone. Skills open the doors, but your positioning decides who you are and how people remember you for. That's what we help, and that's us how we build help you build as a brand, because it's more about your story. AI help you to learn some skills, but the thing is, what remembers you, how people remembers you in this era is your story, and this is how we help you to build your story. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, that's very amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those ideas. When it comes to AI, many people see AI as a direct threat to their jobs, leading them to either resist it or try to compete with it on technical terms. This is something very trend nowadays. But my question is, why is this the wrong approach? And what is the fundamental mindset shift we need to adopt to see our humanity as our primary career advantage instead of a liability?
Actually, the thing is, Muhammad, which is very obvious these days, AI is not an enemy. Okay. The real race we are pretending these days that we can out optimize the machine. But the thing is, we can never do that. This is a losing game for everyone if we're thinking of this approach that we can do that in this way or this. Actually, we're human beings. AI cannot win in any kind of circumstances. Like we have emotional intelligence, we have empathy, we have living experience, we have judgment skills, we have emotional resilience. Machines process information, but the humans interpret it into a reality. This is a big difference. That in order to compete with the AI, we need to collaborate with the AI. This mindset shift, if we adopt, that's how it will change the whole circumstance into a very valuable thing, and that's how it helps you us evolve in a more better situation as well. And that's the turning point, and that's a mindset shift we all need to adopt as well. Like if I think about myself, okay, AI is evolving, okay, but the thing is, if I need to adopt with the AI in my best capacity, I don't need to have the best system in place. I need to have the more things that help me to be good with. But the thing is, what AI can't replace is emotional intelligence. That if I'm talking to you, it's my communication skills, it's my judgment with you. If I am not able to talk with you, if I'm not able, AI can't do that. You need to have um, you need to have more work on your skills now, because that's how it helps you to love. Not AI will do that in the future. Now it's not possible now, and not in the future. It will not possible. You are still the drivers, and you are still the know that how to drive in the car in the best direction. AI will not do that.
Yeah,
What do you think of it?
this is my next question. If we agree to lean into our humanity, we need to be specific beyond vague terms like, for example, soft skills. What are the two or three most critical AI resistant human capabilities, like ethical judgment or creative synthesis, that we should all be cultivating? And why do they remain so, uniquely out of reach for machines?
Um, it's a very good question. I think there are the most important thing out of all of them is ethical judgment. Like AI can generate outputs, but it cannot weigh consequences in a way that understand with power dynamics or says where something feels off. This the human organization still depends on human for moral filtering. That how the things like you're in the Asia, that AI is there, but they still need you to define who is in this position and how you need to handle those tasks and how you need to. The thing is, AI is there, but they still need you. That's how the ethical judgment is still important. And when it comes to your question, the creative synthesis, this is not the creativity in this artistic sense, or this is the human ability to connect dots. They don't logically belong together. Innovation happens in these leaps, and AI still need to defend itself. Like we need, like if we can think of in a broader perspective, like humans cannot humans are still in the best way that drive the creativity, and in a way it's more defined in a very good way. But the thing is, when it comes to AI, it still depend on the prompt. That if we give them specific prompt, then they will define the output in a way that we they still depend on humans. But when it comes to humans, they are still indispensable in what they will do. And similarly, when it comes to the third point, which is more like of emotional intelligence, and I think it's the most important thing these days, because trust is still the currency when it comes to leadership, coaching, hiring, selling, influence. Machine cannot mimic or cannot copy the empathy. Empathy can never go, um, and AI cannot even do anything like they. AI can only do whatever we are giving them prompt. Like if you're doing it with AI, or if you're using any software like ChatGPT and anything that you're told using, it's always based on the specific prompts that you're giving, and it gives us the specific thing. So that's how the whole perspective is changed, because human can feel it and people know the difference. That what is That's how the my first question answer that you asked is come that we need to collaborate with AI. We don't need to compete with it, and that's how the effect can be better. What do you
Yeah.
think of it?
Yeah. You mentioned the prompt. It's very important. I think most of the people cannot tell or create proper prompts. That's why they are afraid. Let's get practical. What does human-centric positioning look like in someone's day-to-day work? Could you walk us through a concrete, actionable strategy, a sort of starter kit? For how an individual can audit their role and intentionally pivot their focus towards these irreplaceably human tasks and contributions.
This is a very important question these days because that's how we need to evolve as the best of humans. That we need to, because AI is evolving, how we need to collaborate, that we need to work on our skills. And we need to do the first of all, which is more important, we need to do the skill audit. Before that, we don't need to. Whatever we have, we think we have the best. Obviously, we are the best researchers. But the thing is, we need to evolve as well. But the thing is, we need to learn. We need to learn. That's how we evolve in our best capacity. So, whatever comes to our skills, we need to first adopt our skills and we need to see that in which areas we need to automate the mechanic and amplify the human, which is more important. And the other thing, we need to collect the information in a way that we can make in our best capacity and guide us in like in a way like we can improve our communication because that's the best thing that we can still outperform with the help of AI. We need to improve our conflict handling because that's how humans are not going anywhere. We are still here. That's how we need to evolve in our best capacity. That we need to improve our relationship management with the other humans. That separate leaders from operators. What do you think about it? Because you know that when we are working in the projects or working in the if it's remote, we need to collaborate with other human. And what we need to work on, we need to work on these skills that help us to align with other humans. Like we need to work on change management because this is how AI is telling us that if anything comes in the form of change, how we need to evolve as a best of human capacity because that's how we need to train us. And the best thing and how we I will conclude this with this question is people with strong digital identity will never get placed. They get referenced and they will get remembered. So we need to work on building our digital identities in a way that forms us and help us to form a story because story is a thing which is never replaceable and skill is a thing which is replaceable. Got my point?
Yeah. So you say that most of the people are not aware of
They are
what's
not
going
aware.
on.
Yes, they are not aware because that's how your digital story make. Like I'm telling you before in the call, that we need to work on building our brand. What do you think of a brand? The brand is how we are helping that we need to form a story in a way. Because if I tell you I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, it's like, okay, everyone sounds the same. They all do this. What is different from your story? If but I will tell you the story, like I told you earlier that how I started as a human, as a mom, as a mother of three kids, and how I searched in the internet that what I should need to do. This is my story. Whatever I said in the podcast, or ever what I will say or answer your question, you will forget. But you will never forget that I have three kids
Yeah.
and I have searched in the internet. That's how we need to work on our digital presence in a way that people remember our stories as a person.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Finally, let's think long term. As AI continues to evolve, how does the concept of lifelong learning change? And what does it mean to build a career that doesn't just withstand technological shifts, but actually becomes more valuable because of them. And what is your biggest reason for optimism about this human-led future, Sheza Yazdani?
Okay, you have all are very good questions, and I will say in this way that lifelong learning is not about stacking degrees. It's about upgrading your identity in every few years in a way where people know how thrive and how will you treat your career in a way as a living system. It's not a fixed path that you created yourself. If you evolve as a human and you know that it's a change that need to occur, and that's how you will evolve easily. But when you know, okay, that is a fixed path, that before AI is a fixed path, that everyone knows that this is my next position, this is my career later, this is my, it's still the same. But the thing is, you need to evolve with every career move. Now, with the stacking of new skill, it's just to know that how you're, because people who are outperforming these days from the people who are not accepting AI and considering as threat, what is the difference between them? Because they are collaborating with AI, they are learning their new skills, and they are upgrading their self. The other human is just, they are just in the threat of AI, not doing anything, and then thinking of, okay, I cannot do anything. And that's the basic difference. And my optimization, being optimistic message for everyone, the future is not AI replacing human. AI will never replace human. We still need humans to do everything. And what we need to do is we need to evolve. We need to evolve in our best capacity, because whenever we refuse to evolve, that's how we stick in one career move in one's life, that we don't think like, in every way we are accepting for the change. We need to evolve. We need to accept it. We need to thrive. We need to shift. That's how we can lead as the best of capacity as a human. And my message for everyone, stay optimistic in the life, stay optimistic in every career move that you have. Because the thing is, if AI is not coming, okay, think about one thing, that AI is not there. If any other thing comes, what do you think? What do you need to think? If you're just stuck in one position and if you don't want to move, there is no one in the world will come to you and ask you, do this, and you will go to the other position. No, whatever you need to do, you need to work on yourself. You need to believe in yourself, because nobody can be your own hero. You need to be your own hero in your life in order to be in the career move in the life or whatever you need to do. You need to believe in your own instinct and work on yourself. If you work on it, like I'm the living example of it. If I'm not able to move in the best capacity, if I'm not able to move in the right direction, if I not believe in myself and think of, okay, social media is a thing that I need to, I'm not sitting in front of Mohammed, I'm not sitting in front of this, I'm not having a successful business. Because when I started with only one person, which I am. Now I have 20 plus employees that have been working remotely with me. And now I have office, which I never dreamed of, that should have one office. But I should have one office now. And the number of people are increasing. Like I have four people sitting in front of me in my own office. And I never dreamed of it, and other people are still in the remote. So I think the most important thing today is to believe in yourself. AI might change how we work, but it only increases the value of who we are. The human is not disappearing, it becomes the differentiation. So believe in yourself and be human and be work on your skill, which helps you to evolve in your best capacity.
Wow, that
That's
was
it.
so great, so great. Thank you so much. Amazing, enlightening, motivating, motivational, inspiring, inspirational. Wow, that was so great and fabulous. Thanks for sharing all of them. And
Thank you,
you
Mohammad.
you always make people and force people to be hopeful for the future and believe in themselves and their businesses. What was the last word? If you want to have a last word to make people much more, motivated and hopeful.
Mohammed, I will say my last words for all the people who are listening me or are listening to this podcast or seeing me live on this podcast. I will say that please believe in yourself. Okay, work on your skills. There's nothing that can replace the hard work. That is nothing in the world that replace the skills that you have. But always you need to evolve. You need to work hard on yourself, and learning curve should be there. If you learn, then nobody in the world can compete with you, and out you will always outperform in your best capacity. But when you think that, and if you don't do something, and there is no one will come and save you, you need to be your own hero. So this is my message, to believe in yourself, and this is my message, to work on yourself.
Thank you so much. I always say that you have to be hopeful because most of the good things happen to hopeful people. This is my idea. I hope everyone thinks like that. Not because of we are saying that or we are encouraging them to be like that, be hopeful or motivated. But I think it's much better for the whole world and the whole universe. Thank you so much again for
Thank you so much, Mohammed.
for being here, joining me here.
Yeah,
Uh,
so nice to see you today. And
Thank you so much. You
I'm
made my day. You really made my day. I stopped recording and I want to share you something more about other podcasts we can have in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
For now,
Mohammed.
bye
Take care.
bye.
Take care.